Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the live. Y'all, if you saw the turkey that I did the other night, well, I'm going to do another project similar, but y'all, I've been wanting to do this one. Look, I know it's August, but I'm just going to say it's Christmas in July, okay? So let me know where you're watching from. Give me some hearts. Give me some shares. Let's get this party started. And y'all, I found a couple of, oh look, here's the ribbon we're going to be using. We're going to keep it kind of neutral. Y'all know how I love this green in my house. Anyway, we're going to make our bow with this. Then this is the wreath we're using. I found some similar, not exact, but you can use any wreath. One you already have, one from garage sale, dollar sale, whatever, anywhere. Hey, 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 I see y'all hopping on. This is called Foggy Christmas. Hey, Pat. And foggy is actually the key word. Let me go ahead and get my glue gun turned on and heat it up. But this is going to look so cute. You're going to want to do it. Hey, Adria. Let me get our broadcast going. Hey, Joanne in Alabama, Patricia in Maryland. Y'all, I'm in Tennessee. Hey, Lisa, thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Robbie. Awesome. I am so glad. I know sometimes you don't receive a notification. There's Martha and Barbara. But y'all are here. Okay, I'm going to actually kind of prop this up back here. And look, what I said was use any wreath you have. I just want you to go ahead. I want y'all to be like me this year. Get as much done for that your Christmas stuff so that you have time to relax, eat cookies, drink milk, all that stuff. Hey, Judy. Hey, Donna. Isn't it? Y'all, I love when Christmas rolls around, or really the beginning of December, and I got most of my stuff done, most of my wrapping done. Hey, Susan. Oh, Robbie, I went to the doctor and got some medicine. Girl, I told Barry a few minutes ago, he wanted me to walk over there and say something. I said, look, I've only got enough walking in this toe to do my live. Y'all, it's crazy. Thank you for asking. And y'all, well, y'all know it's been a while since I had a gout flare up. Oh, Adria, I have thought about you several times. Hey, Bonda. Hey, Patty. Anyway, I'm going to paint this white. We're going to just use black and white. Super simple. Oh, it's raining. I wish it would rain here. And y'all, look, this is my resin mat, but a lot of times I use the other side to paint. You know why? Awesome. I'm so glad you got the alert. Facebook, I love you. Anyway, I'm going to paint this white. Hey, Vivian. Hey, Linda. Yeah, y'all sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, I was just thinking, you know, Jenny has had a year of all kinds of stuff. So now that she's getting well, my toe's falling apart. But, Dee Dee, me too. And, you know, whenever you have something like that, you know, usually it's like food induced. And I'm like, what have I been eating wrong? I don't think I've been eating anything wrong, but I'm sure I have. You know, when you're like going to the hospital and doing things and eating stuff you don't usually eat. Hey, Kathy. Oh, well, I'm sorry your husband deals with it. And y'all, this is one of Barry and Jenny's cutouts. It's the Foggy Christmas Eve. And that's what we're going to work with tonight. Hey, Kim. Oh, thanks, Joanne. It's like yesterday, I told the doctor today, I said, look, I took so many ibuprofen yesterday, I can't take none today, you know. But hopefully the meds will kick in. Joyce, I have tried that. She suggested cherry juice too. And honestly, I've eaten cherries, I've drank cherry juice, and I just think some bodies don't get rid of stuff like they should. Cut back on your tea. Is it, like I don't have any sugar in my tea. Is it the sugar or is it the tea? Y'all help me out. Y'all give me all the advice. Thank you guys for sharing. Hey Joyce. Hey Diane. I'm going to have to go back and see y'all's messages. Yeah, I've tried all of the, like when I Google it, Kathy, I did that too. I think you got to catch it fast. Hey, Marcia, how's it going? I hadn't had any pork. Yeah, that's one of the things. They say processed meat, pork. Y'all, it's crazy. Anyway, we're going to forget about our troubles. Hey, Jerry. We're going to forget about our troubles and have some fun with a Christmas and August project. Foggy is the key word, and we are making a wreath attachment. Y'all, I love that our chalk products can be used in so many ways. I mean, you can wear it, you can put it on a dish towel, you can put it on a piece of wood, anything. You can even make a wreath attachment. Because I know a lot of you guys make wreaths the other time when I ask. The other time when I ask, there's lots of wreath makers here with us. Lots of y'all. And I love it. I love making my own wreaths too. But like this one here, I could just put a bow on it. But we're going to put a foggy Christmas Eve. Hey, Kiki. Oh my gosh, wildfire smoke. Oh my goodness. So sorry y'all are going through that. I think this is just going to need one coat. And I'm just kind of going back and touching up around the edges. Hey, Paula. Yeah, foggy's the key word. Foggy, foggy, foggy. Y'all, I smell this hot glue gun. It is hot. Will you be doing any Halloween? Yes. In fact, trying to think. I've got, in fact, y'all save your maple syrup jars. I've got 2 jars that I'm going to be doing for like a fun elixir. And I'm going to try some green candied apples with like, I might do some red and black ones. You had storm Sunday? Oh my gosh, we have not had any rain. It is a little bit cooler though. Cindy, I'm just glad to see you back, girl. I was worried about you with all your Facebook stuff. Hey, Connie. Facebook seems to be doing pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Thank you, Vicki. Thank you guys for sprinkling. I need to pick a bunch of sprinkle winners. Hey, Catherine from Texas. All right. I'm going to wax this a little bit. I'm going to sand it smooth a little bit. Sometimes y'all, I got Bear the cutest little outfits. They were on sale from Old Navy. One's a little sweater that says pumpkin. It's so stinking cute. We gotta get up there and see him. That little rascal is growing so fast. Oh, Cindy. Okay, and then y'all, this is so pretty. You can put it on this piece of wood, but it would look awesome on a lumbar pillow. In fact, why don't we put it on a lumbar pillow? We need to do that, don't we? We do. The keyword, okay. It didn't get out of the 60s. The keyword is foggy. F-O-G-G-Y. Foggy. We'll add a little fuzz to this. Y'all, Jenny sent me a picture. Just, y'all, this is the one that I use to clean stuff. And of course, I've got it hanging right in front. It's been a little bit cooler. I'm going to add some fuzz. This is so pretty. So classic. Thanks, Arlene. Classic, classic, classic. How many of you guys have already got your, I was about to say pumpkins, but it's the snowman leaner pose. How many of y'all have already got that? That thing was so fun to make. There's so many fun ideas. Oh, it's beautiful in North Carolina. I love that. Y'all, my son was born in North Carolina. Have y'all ever heard of Sylva, North Carolina? That's where he was born. All right. I think I've got this pretty well matched up. And I'm doing it in black, so it'll look like a silhouette on a foggy. Kathy, you haven't got yours? Carol's got hers. Carol, how are you doing? How are you doing? Okay. So we're keeping it simple. Hey, I just saw Pear Lane. My friend Nona. You got your third granddaughter coming October 1st. Congratulations. Emily, thank you. Emily, it's great to see you. I saw you. Did I wax? I didn't wax this. Carol. What part of North Carolina? Justin was born in Sylva. Y'all know where that is? We actually lived in Andrews. Look, I'm waxing this a little bit just to make sure it's smooth. Shirley, you got yours? Awesome. Anyway, when we lived in Andrews, Andrews is such a small town that we drove, I think it was 2 hours to Sylva, to a hospital there. In fact, he was induced. And y'all, if y'all heard this story, I apologize. I like to tell stories. The same ones sometimes. Okay. All right, this is black. Robin says she lives near there in Snowcap. Anyway, y'all, North Carolina is beautiful. But I got to thinking, every state that I've been in has beauty. I mean, it's crazy how there's something beautiful in all of them. So let me hear y'all shout out the beautiful part of your state. You know, like Tennessee is pretty on both sides and in between. And, you know, there's, you know, states with mountains, states by the beach. So many. So y'all tell me your favorite place of your state. There's like lots of states I haven't been to that I would love to go to see everything. Y'all, I do such a good job. Hey, Gina. I'm getting paste on my fingers. All right, now I'm going to pull this off. Y'all know this is like where the magic happens, is when you lift off this transfer. So pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. The farmlands, Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains. Oh, yes. All right, y'all, this is so cute. Adirondacks, I have not been there. I want to go. Okay, I got to dry this. Y'all, look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? When I went to California a couple of times, I wasn't there long. I need to go somewhere. I need to go and like spend a couple of weeks everywhere y'all are telling me. The Rocky Mountains. Maine has mountains, lakes, and ocean. Yes. And look, I see somebody mentioning golf for Barry. Y'all know that'll get him there, won't it? That was Judith, Chesapeake Bay. Oh, yeah, Cynthia said all of Asheville, or all of North Carolina, yes. Isn't this pretty? Connecticut. Oh my gosh, Chris, yes. I'm going to have to go back and read every one of them. I'm sure I'm missing some of them. Okay. So that is going to go across our wreath. But we're going to do... I'm going to use a couple pieces of ribbon. I showed y'all this the other night. I don't know if you were on here, if you saw it. Probably just going to do two. Let me see. Yeah. One on each end. And then I'm using some twine. So the twine I'll make longer than I need it. But I'm going to tie it around the wreath after I get this on here. Oh, Destin's so pretty. I always say, you don't have to go to any kind of island. If you want to see some beautiful water, just go to Destin. Uh-oh. Oh, let me make sure that's dry. Gina said she moved from California to Colorado. It is beautiful. Yes, love Savannah, the Blue Ridge Mountains. Gina, we lived in Statesboro. I don't know if you know where that is. For 10 years. We were like an hour from Savannah. In fact, y'all know I've been doing like furniture and working online. I had my furniture makeovers in 2 different stores. Well, one was in Savannah, and then the other one was in Pooler. Look, that's glued. Hey, Robin from Ohio. And then what I did was I used some glue, and I've tied this twine on. This is how I'm going to add it to. You could use wire. I've got several videos calling on here about bow making, but I can make some more. But if you just go, like if y'all go to my videos and you click, there's like a little hourglass. You can search for bows and it'll come up. You went to college in Statesboro? Georgia Southern? We loved it there. Hey, Brenda. And Brenda said, hey. Oh, Brenda lives in Phoenix. All right, we got to let this cool down a little bit. Got to make sure that it's attached. I can read y'all's comments. Thank you guys for sharing. I'm just going to put a little extra. And like I said, I'm using twine. Hey, Rose, where you been, girl? I'm using twine, but you can totally use wire. I'm going to let that sit over there and cool for a while. I'm trying to see. It's probably going to be at the top. I think I'm just going to do, y'all, this is probably the easiest bow that I do. It's called the awareness bow. But I'm going to do 3 different colors and I'm going to stack them on top of each other. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll use this first one as my, like, to see how long that's going to be. And this is probably 1, 2, probably 3.5 feet. But you take your ribbon and you do it like this to make the awareness. This is the easiest one. And that's where we're going to start. with this first one. Just like that. And what I do is you can press it down so that it kind of holds itself. Then I'm going to do this next. This has some like little berries and little greenery. All of this is from Hobby Lobby. And if you're having trouble making bows, this is the one that you want to try. You could totally just go with one color. But this is going to be 3 colors stacked on top of itself or of each other. And this right here will make you a bow making expert. Trust me. Trust me. Oh, where'd my comments go? Facebook, a few minutes ago I said I love you because you were letting people know I was on. Then we're going to do our third color. So I'm going to get this on here and kind of flatten it down too. Hey Janie. And then I'm going to do this one. This one has, and all of this is like, in my opinion, neutral greens. Isn't that pretty? I'm saying pretty. It's pretty. I think I'll make this one a little bit smaller. You can make each one like a little gradual difference as far as like the bow part. So I'm going to do this. And you can kind of look at your tails. Awesome, Danielle. And then I'm going to put this one on top. Now, like I said, this is more of a neutral look. You could totally use reds, whites, any color you want. I started to put some red in here, and I was like, no, I'm going to go neutral. Change it up a little bit. Hey, Jackie. Use that. All right, now all I'm going to do, they're all stacked on top of each other. I'm going to kind of cinch it in the middle. And y'all, I don't know if you noticed this, but I noticed it kind of looks like Hobby Lobby's got a lot of the same ribbon that they had last year. Hey, Kathy. Did y'all notice that? Or maybe y'all hadn't been in there. Now I'm just going to make sure this is in the middle. The mountain. Uh-oh. My comments, where are you? There's one. Hey, Martha. Are you just now hopping on? Y'all, the key word is foggy. This is all about a foggy Christmas morning. So they're tied together. Then you take your tails, and fluff them. Then you take your bows and fluff them. Hey, Renee. Is it Renee or Rennie? There's a restaurant and hotel at Estes Park. Oh, that sounds good. Hey, Roberta. Hey, Emily. You're staying out of Hobby Lobby? Oh, girl. I try. I can always find a reason to stop by there, though. Sometimes I have to pick lock up at school, and sometimes that's a reason right there. I had to drive by. Okay, see that? Stinking cute. Now, I'm going to trim the ends when we get it on here. But whoever was having issues with making bows, this right here is the easiest one. Fluffing, making it look pretty. All right, now, this is dry, and we're going to attach it. Let me see if this one, sometimes they've got like a little place on the back where you can hang it. I don't see one on this one. And I'm going to put it in the middle. I'm going to flip it over and tie it on. Now you won't be able to see this twine. If you use wire, you won't be able to see it because you're gonna fluff the greenery around it. Hey Julie, you ready to hop back in? All right, I'm going to do this like a double tie. And then I'm going to trim off this. Y'all see, I said I was putting way too much twine. Now I'm going to pull this one through. And I can still see it. It looks like it's close to the center. And look, if you go ahead and get your wreaths, your ornaments, that kind of stuff done, or your tags. Y'all, we got a brand new, it's called the Chalk Spot, where different surfaces are cheaper, so you can create more on the site. And I put a link to that too. Okay, y'all, is that stinking cute or what? Isn't that awesome? And it's, to me, it's like a neutral. Totally do red and white if you want to, or green and white, whatever color you want. All right, let's get our bow on here. You know what? I think I'm going to put it on the bottom. Better to have too much than not enough. Okay, I'm putting this one on the bottom. You could totally put it on the top if you want to. I'm going to flip it over. Tie my twine. Awesome, Carol. I don't have mine yet. I guess living in Tennessee is like a slow spot. All right, now I'm going to leave these fairly long. But I'm going to dovetail them. Yeah, foggy is the key word. And y'all let me know if you're going to try this to make you some wreath attachments. You will be so happy you did, because you can do so many. I mean, it makes it personal. And if you're somebody that sells wreaths, I think it's totally a great idea for sales too. Now let me fluff this around. Once I get my bow on, I have to fluff it again. Are y'all like that? Hey, Debbie. Yeah, foggy's the word. Like I said. Now, sometimes I like crinkle my bows like this, just to give them a little bit of movement. I'm going to leave those back there, just like that. You can twist these around to see the different colors. I left them a little bit longer, so they kind of hang down. Isn't that gorgeous? What do y'all think? It is so neutral and pretty. You can hang this inside too. There's like a place above my stove that I like to hang a wreath. And you can, once you get it hung, you can fluff this up real nice. And look, to create a different look, you could have done, instead of white and black, you could use green and red. You just use red and white, green and white, whatever you want. But what do y'all think? Do you love it? If you love it, give me some hearts. I think it's so pretty. Let me see what it looks like hanging up. I can't tell if that's crooked or straight. I love it. All right, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me and giving me advice on my gout. I hope I can come on here tomorrow and say it's gone as well. But thank y'all so much, and I will see you later. Thanks, Emily. Thanks, Donna. Thanks, Rose. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the sharing. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all make me feel better, and I love to feel better. And look, when I complete a craft, I'm like, yes, feel good. Thank y'all. Bye now.